The next step is download the data from parse.com. So come to the parse.com website. You have documentation for Android, for queries. Queries is a request of the data. And we have here one example. This is one example which is doing get query from the table game score, where the player name is Dan Stemkowski. Okay, this is a query with a filter. We don't need a filter, we are just going to get all the data from our table, and our table is not called game score. Our table is called concerts. So copy this consult first. I'm going to check that the name of the table is concert. For the application my concert, yeah, it's concert. So now on the new fragment, when I create the view, I can remove all of this data from now. When I create the view, I'm going to do a query. I'm going to import all these objects. So just type the name again. I'm going to remove the filter. I'm going to call this from the table concerts. Be careful because there are a lot of parse exceptions, so we only need to import the one from com.parse. Okay, and finally the log. How is this query going to work? Okay, this is going to request the data from the internet, and this method done is going to be called when it has finished. So this is asynchronous. This is not in real time. We will request the data from the internet, and then this method will be called. So at the moment we cannot set any adapter because at this point of the code we don't have any information yet. What is going to happen? We are going to do the request, so this method is going to be called, or this one if there is an error. So if the error is null, if there is no error, then this method will be called. Okay, I can just remove these comments if you want, but I'm going to leave them for now. This method is going to return a list of objects, of Parse objects, called a score list. We can change the name of this and call it concert list. Concerts Parse list to make it more clear. Okay, now what I want to do is convert this Parse object to a list of my objects. So I'm going to create a list of concert list. I'm going to create this list here. This is going to be a new array list concert. Okay. Now I have to go through all the elements on the list and create my own concert. So I'm going to do a for, but in this case is an easiest for because we can go through all the elements of a list of this way. We don't need to create the previous for that we have seen before. We can just do this like for Parse object Parse object on the concert Parse list. Okay, what is going to do this for? This for is just going to go through all the elements Parse object on the concert Parse of the list. This is the same for as if we did for int I equals 0 to concert parse list dot size semicolon I plus plus. This is the same, but it's a shorter way to do it when we are going through all the elements of a collection. And in this case, list is a collection, so we can do this. Okay. So for now, we are just, this is a for that is going to go through every element. So we are going to start creating the attributes here. Title is equal parse object get title. Okay, I need a casting to string. Link is equals parse object get, and a key, the key is the name of the column in parse.com, so this was link. Again, I need a casting to string image link is equals parse object get image link. Okay, remember that we are inside a for, so these lines are going to be executed for every element. So for every parse object element on the list, we are going to retrieve all of these attributes. We are going to create a new concept using the constructor with all the parameters. So new concept with the title, the link, and the image link. And we are going to add this concept to our concept list. Okay, so now if we execute this for, what is going to happen is this for is going to retrieve a list of concept parse list. For the first concept, it's going to get the title, it's going to get the link, it's going to get the image link, it's going to create a new object concept with all these attributes, and it's going to add that concept to our concept list. So by the time we finish the for, we will have the concept list filled with all the concepts that we need to show. Okay. Now is when we are ready to show this information to the user.